Good morning, listeners, and welcome to the Trade Talk podcast. Listeners, yesterday we saw a spectacular rally for our markets. Indian markets closed nearly 2.5% higher as compared to their previous close, and it was mainly because of the short covering that we saw during the day. Also, we saw specific buying in few sectors like technology or financials, where we saw value-based buying, and stocks like ICICI Bank, State Bank, or even Reliance Industries close at the highest point of the day. There was huge amount of short covering in all metal companies or metal related stocks, and it was mainly because of sudden jump in the crude prices. Broadly, the market saw some short covering sort of activity. Also, there was some specific buying as the market was down since last almost 20-25 days. And if we consider the pattern of last 3 days, then the market was in the range of 15,750, 730 on the downside and 16,000 on the higher side. So whenever there is a range bound sort of activity, we see either side breakout, and yesterday was the best example of that. Um, the market went to the levels of 16,300 on the dismissal of 16,000, and almost all the indices did well. We also saw activity in the Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty also managed to close above the mark of 34,000, which is positive. Finally, if we go through with overall structure of the market, and if we consider the Nifty very first, then the Nifty was very close to uh, important resistance level of 16,300 while it was closing. So for the day again, 16,300 would act as major resistance for it. In case if we see any drop in the first half, then the chances of hitting 16,150 or 16,200 would turn bright. But if we see the market starts sustaining below the mark of 16,150, then we can expect further more weakness up to 16,080 or 16,050. On the higher side, on the dismissal of 16,300, the possibilities of reaching the levels of 16,400 450 would turn bright, and next important resistance for the Nifty is between 16,400 450 levels. For the Nifty, for the Bank Nifty, there also 34,400 would act as major resistance. Above that only we can expect further more activity. Otherwise, the chances of retesting the levels of 33,700 650 is not ruled out. So broadly, we are of the view that we should be buyer if there is any correction during the day, but for that we need to keep a close watch on the level of 16,150, and on the higher side 16,300 should be the level to take any long positions. Friends, that's all from my side for the day. With this, I am ending today's morning podcast. Thank you and have a great day to all of you.